What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just XTE, and as you can tell, I'm dressed up like my boy Goku Black because today we are going to be reacting to this theory will break Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 4 and 5. I don't know what to expect, but let's get it.
Is Toyotaro a better mangaka than Toriyama? No. It doesn't matter what forms he's given us, or what villains, or anything. It doesn't even come close to what Toriyama has given us with Dragon Ball over the last almost 40 years. But Toyotaro does have his own merits, mainly being a huge fan of the series himself and starting out by making his own fan manga, which eventually led to him being brought on as an artist for Super and now being Toriyama's chosen successor. I don't think Toyotaro is perfect by any means though, and he has made a lot of questionable choices, which feels like he's trying to copy the success and formula Dragon Ball Z had. But given his background and what he's already given us, I want to talk about the future and why I think we're not only guaranteed to get Super Saiyan 4, but also 5. Now before you freak out, let me explain. Toyotaro basically claimed in an interview that he wants to make Ultra Instinct Goku's base form. In the interview he says, and I quote, "Whis is able to constantly use Ultra Instinct without any special transformation.
True.
So if you can stay in Ultra Instinct at all times, whether you're asleep or awake, that would be optimal.
Sleep.
And I want fans to see Goku as getting closer to that level." End quote. And this explains why in chapter 86,
What about Vegeta,
Goku
though?
woke up in the mastered Ultra Instinct state and used his Susanoo ability thing against gas. And the same could then be said for Vegeta. Since Ultra Instinct and Ego aren't forms but rather techniques similar to Kaioken, then it makes sense for Goku and Vegeta to eventually use them at all times in base. And we've already seen Goku using Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God with UI, similar to how he's used Super Saiyan and even Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken as well.
True.
It's also a perfect parallel because Gohan's whole shtick for a while was to make his base form as strong as possible. That's why we got Ultimate or Mystic Gohan, which was him using his full Super Saiyan 2 power without any of the drawbacks like limited stamina, instead of him just going Super Saiyan 3. And for the Tournament of Power, he wanted to make his base as strong as Super Saiyan Blue since he didn't have God Ki. If you think about it though, UI unconsciously dodges attacks and Yui tanks hits to make Vegeta stronger, so they don't need to be in their silver or purple hair states respectively to use them. And this alongside Gohan Beast brings me to Super Saiyan 4. It's clear with Superhero that Toriyama wants to bring forgotten characters back and make a new sort of Z Fighters team, with Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, and even Broly. And what better way to do that than by giving us Super Saiyan 4, which we've been begging for years. And we're already starting to get variations of the fan-made forms. Gohan Beast is similar to Gohan Blanco, and we just got Black Frieza in the manga. So why couldn't Toyotaro give us Super Saiyan 4 in the future as well? It just makes sense. The manga is also rapidly approaching the point where Dragon Ball GT takes place, which could potentially make it, or at the very least parts of it, canon. And it would be sick to see Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and even Broly using Super Saiyan 4 with their new powers and techniques. And here's where we get to Super Saiyan 5. Yes, the fan-made transformation that swept the internet by storm years ago, and which coincidentally, Toyotaro made fan art of as well. 2 of the 4 main characters have forms with white or silver hair. But that's not really important, because if we do get Super Saiyan 4, 5 would be the next logical step. And to keep each character separate and on their own passive progression, the white hair needn't come from UI or even God Ki, and could instead come from each of them using their own respective powers in Super Saiyan 4. Goku taps into UI, Vegeta into UE, Gohan uses his beast powers or his full potential, and Broly of course has the legendary Super Saiyan transformation. Now this is all just my speculation, but in the manga, the Granola arc takes place in age 781. Superhero takes place after it between ages 782 and 783, and Dragon Ball GT takes place just a few years later in age 789. It's obvious that to defeat Black Frieza, we're not gonna get Super Saiyan 4, cause Goku's still getting new versions of Ultra Instinct. I mean, what's he at now? Like 6 different versions of UI? And Vegeta and Gohan just got Ultra Ego and Beast. Plus, Frieza didn't really seem to want to fight. He just showed up, showed off his new strength, and dipped. But by the time that Dragon Ball GT takes place, or even in the relatively near future, I don't see why we couldn't get some variation of Super Saiyan 4 and eventually 5. Unless Toriyama for some reason refuses to acknowledge Super Saiyan 4 at all, and goes a different direction. But with Toyotaro pretty soon taking over Dragon Ball Super, and his background with Super Saiyan 4 and 5, I can really see it happening.
Okay, that's interesting. But I mean, I get it. Super Saiyan 4 and 5, that's cool. But like, where do Super Saiyan 4 and 5 come in or even compare to Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego? Like, the more you hit Vegeta and Ultra Ego, the stronger he gets. It's like he absorbs it and turns it into strength. And then with Goku, he's unconsciously dodging everything and he's super fast and he can just kick ass at like a very, very, very high pace. So, and what I don't get, like, I'm not knocking it because I love Super Saiyan 4. The Super Saiyan 4 like look is dope as hell. I like that. But wouldn't that mean they have to get their tails back too? But in order for them to get Super Saiyan 4 and maybe even 5, they would have to get their tails back. But then they'd have to run the risk of turning grade ape at night. Let's say somebody comes to the text at night. What are they going to do? Not go outside because they don't want to turn to grade ape and just let them destroy the planet at night? How would that work? Isn't the whole part of the Super Saiyan 4 transformation for them to like, don't they like go all out as ape first and then they have to like learn to somewhat control it and then come back down to 4? I like that theory. But I'm just curious where it comes in. Like, where is the significance? Because I feel like at that point, besides 4 and 5, unless they just move on and they just like not completely, but like kind of shove Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Well, Ultra Ego hasn't been introduced in the form of like the TV show yet, but or even a movie. It's just in the manga. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but it hasn't been shown to us in the film setting. Are they just gonna push that back and just be like, all right, cool, Super Saiyan 4 and 5, work on it, get it up? That's interesting. I'm actually I like that. Okay, nice theory. All right. Well, that's just what I gotta say about it. Cause I mean, like I said, I like it. That's all. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, comment down below what's your favorite Dragon Ball Z, Super, whatever. What is your favorite character, whether it's from GT? Doesn't matter if it's canon or not. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite villain. My favorite character is a cheat. It's Fuse. It's Vegito, and then my favorite villain is Goku Black. But yeah, no, that's very interesting. But if I had to choose like a singular character who my favorite character was, it'd be Vegeta. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Comment your opinions and thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. And try to help me understand how it would make sense for them to introduce that when they already have higher forms. That's all I got for today. Have a good day. Peace out.